Okay, welcome back for round 7, and this will be the last round of this game that I'll be doing post commentary. This is the last round I recorded while on holiday, so after this, in round 8 and beyond, we'll be going back to the live format, which is good. It's definitely a lot easier to record it live because you can talk about what you're doing as you're doing it. Going back, because I know what round we're on currently in the game now, and jumping back to round 7, it's quite bizarre. So yeah, I'm not quite as involved at this stage as I would have been, recording live. But there we go. It is nice, definitely. I can notice for taking those troops out of Africa, the German troops. It's made me a lot freer in that southern part of the map now. We can move everything towards the Caucasus, which is good. Interesting purchase here from. It was pretty standard for Japan, US, and Russia, but 2 subs purchased by Racerman, which I thought was interesting. Obviously trying to put some pressure on the transport system we've got going in Finland, which I guess makes sense, but I don't think it's probably the best purchase. I don't know. Because I do have a destroyer in that southern fleet near France, and so once I get back in position, it's going to be very difficult for Rich to make anything happen with those subs. We can protect. I guess it's one more thing to deal with, I suppose. But yeah, it is 12 IPC, which is quite a lot. That's 4 infantry worth. So combat move pretty much standard. We're just going to trade Caucasus again. We had our trip south to deal with the German troops, so we'll be going back up north towards France and northwestern, trading a few things off there. Yeah, Morocco falls as well nicely. So we've had the entire African continent there. It's back under British control, which is good. So Caucasus. Slightly disappointed we couldn't get just a clear win there with no return fire, so we had to lose the tank there, unfortunately. But it is pretty much free now for the Russians to move in if they want to. Although Japan could probably walk an infantry in there as well, but still the German troops are freed up, or dealt with rather. So moving the entire fleet back to Sea Zone 8, I believe that is. So we did the standard position, moving all the guys forward as well. So our entire Egypt army's now in play, which is nice. So at this point we really can just focus on controlling Kazakh and trading off Kazakh and the Caucasus. So any spare infantry now we're going to get in India, we can always move forward, which is good. We've got a bit of a bulk moving through as well, 9 infantry, 3 artillery, from all our Egypt shenanigans. So pretty standard, keeping India stacked. Managed to get a tank out of India as well, which is quite nice, so a few blitzing options if you need to. But yeah, not a bad round. +9 the national production, that's what we like. Still got a steady lead against the Axis, so yeah, looking alright. There you go, that's round 7. So I'll see you back for round 8. Okay, hi everyone, back for round 8. I'm also recording live again now, and there was a portion there in the middle when I was recording the commentary after the fact because I was on holiday. I couldn't record actual voice, so now we're back onto the live recording, which is much better. Right, so a quick look at what happened at round 7. So infantry, bomber, and fighter for Japan. They're raiding Russia pretty heavily now, actually, which is a bit of a pain because Russia's getting squeezed by land and also by air. So their IPC is very contained right now. They're also moving towards to the Hawaiian Islands this go, threatening western US as well, that we've defended. One bomber died in the raid against Russia though, which is good. So they're losing bombers as well, which is always reassuring. Still 2 left though. US 10 infantry, 1 fighter, having to react to obviously the Japanese aggression on the western side of the US, which is unfortunate because it slows down everything on this side. But he has got a fleet moving through now, so this fleet should hopefully to deal with this, and then we can push forward and keep the shot going again. These subs obviously were a bit of a pain as well. They've slowed everything down, so these 2 moves are quite nice from the Axis, just causing America some problems really. But yeah, we've got a big load of troops about to be dropped off, so this go, hopefully we can take France and then stack it with an awful lot of US troops, which should be good. Although he may still go to Finland, I'm not sure what his plan is, but yeah, we'll see. My job right now is just to kind of keep Germany busy on the front here with northwestern Europe and France. Whilst also supporting here. All 5 armies are converging in this area now. Yeah, Kazakh, Caucasus, Ukraine, all this kind of stuff is really getting pushed by everything right now. So round 8 for Delta, 4 infantry posts. Again, we're having to repair a lot, which is unfortunate. So not much infantry was dropped this round. What did he do? Took a few varying things, and also he moved out. He moved out into Kazakh because there was 12, I believe, Japanese infantry sitting here alone, with the intention, I think, if we hadn't have done that move, I think Germany would have taken the Caucasus, and then obviously the Japanese infantry would have moved into the Caucasus as well to try and hold it. But nice move from Delta here, cutting them off. So we had obviously big odds to take that away. So what did we lose? Destroyed 12 infantry and lost 4, which is pretty sweet. I do need to now reinforce this now, so we can hopefully push this army, Japanese army, away a little bit and get some breathing space. But that was good. Germany again, nice purchases, combat move, lots of bits taken here and there, and he's moved the big stack into West Russia, which has given us some problems. He's got options now. We're hoping obviously to hold Karelia, but we'll see what the odds are for that. But the main thing is we're not letting them get the Caucasus just yet. That we are still sort of half holding the Caucasus, and they can't afford to fully stack this yet. I'm just thinking I think probably what I might do here is I might just move a couple of units in with obviously heavy aerial support and try and take the Caucasus back, because I don't want them to have this for a round. There are only a tank in range here to try and blitz through and control this, so I'll try and send me 1 infantry here. Try and deal with that. I'm just going to double check the odds actually we want to obviously have this completely covered. I think we are completely covered, but just to make sure, I can spare a couple of units over here. Yeah, so we have more than enough to also attack the Caucasus while still defending the Russian troops in the Kazakh, so that's fine. We're going to go for a play on the Caucasus. I've been kind of eyeing up going for is this Borneo or East Indies? East Indies. I've been kind of thinking about going for this because obviously I have this transport and carrier since the beginning of the game, and they've not really been able to do much. It's sort of a bit of a deterrent against the Japanese because I've got fleet here that can block and attack with potentially. It's a bit annoying. But obviously they're pretty weak. The fighters are in range of East Indies as well with that carrier available, so I've been hoping they've just been they'll leave at some point, but this fleet will always be here with I think enough to kill me unless I commit a few more ships to the fleet, but I'm not willing to do that. So I think we're just going to keep them there for now. Could always bring them through again if we need to do something, but we'll see. So anyway, for now, enough talk. Let's go the usual 4 and 4 for Britain, and then do that as well. So our purchase is going to be pretty straightforward from here on out, really. It's going to be just ensuring we have enough for the transports and also still making sure India is safe. What I do need to work out actually is also how likely you are to hold India this round, because I want to move out as much as I can to, Persia, with also maintaining a strong presence in India, because this is still quite key to hold. I don't want to lose this right now, so yeah, if that's good for purchase though. Combat. So it's our job now to deal with this pesky sub, or the subs that are here, which is annoying. So I'm going to throw in the bomb for some support. I kind of want both cruisers to do a bombardment here because there is 7 troops sitting in France, which is a bit annoying. I'd like all the firepower I can get against it, but this needs to die, given all the transport. So I'm going to throw one more cruiser into that battle, make sure that we win that. Again, I'm going to go for the Caucasus with all available fighters. And just 2 things. And obviously we're going to drop into France as well. And bombardment. Yeah, so the nice thing is there's no aerial defence. I really do think you should... Yeah, well, I guess. You can't really... Yeah, there's no good time, I guess, to put that into France because, yeah, he's having to trade each round. But still, we should win that fight. I don't think we can afford to go for Northwestern Europe this go, though. Unfortunately, there's just too many units in France, so I need to take this. I'm also tempted by pushing out into, Burma? But, again, anything I push out can get immediately stomped back by transport, so I'm a bit cagey about doing that. I think though that's all I want to do combat-wise. Just double checking the board. I'm going to keep these guys around just to kind of move down into Africa and just prevent obviously too much damage if the Japanese come back here with transports. I would imagine they're going to be thinking about moving these guys somewhere towards Africa soon, or something here back towards Africa. So having some troops on the ground nearby is good, because I can't very easily reinforce this, especially if this dies. So have them there ready. Okay, let's do that. So hopefully get a fairly clean France. Odds are with us obviously, but a good start. Terrible rolls from the infantry. That's not as good. Oh my goodness. This has been a rough battle so far. No hits with the artillery. Okay, that's better. Let's won the battle at least. Wow, that's pretty rough. Okay, the subs. The rolls aren't really going our way this turn. Okay, finally get ahead. Good. Nice. So it was clean eventually, but very inefficient. But this would be a nice win if we can get this as well, just on our first roll. Good hit. There we go. No hits back. Oh, nice. That's good. That's a bonus. Yeah, it's a good damage against Germany, that. We were safe to move the guys away because there's no... the German Air Force is not really close by, so... Let's put you back into Britain. Or reconverge the fleet next round. Let's get you guys moving down as well. Right, so everything we have available into Kazakh. I'm going to put the main air force into Russia, just in case he goes for some kind of a attack, but I still want to keep one in India just to deter any attempts on it. Let's move. I'm just thinking. Japanese have to move away. Yeah, I'm going to keep my tank here for now, I think. Leave a few bits up as well. Still keeping a good infantry number in India itself. Yeah, that looks fine. Apart from that, I think we are good. Yep. Okay, so, look. What I'm enjoying so far is the fact that it's a really close battle. It's round 8 and it's still extremely close. We have the lead in attack power. We're sort of trading. It's trading between us having the economic lead and then us being equal with them. But it's very close. It's very close. I think, to be fair though, I think we've got a good number of troops around Russia to keep it safe. Obviously, the US troops are streaming through now. There's a lot of US troops here, as well as now some UK support. Russia itself has still got a big army for Russia, so it's going to be hard for, I think, the Axis to coordinate an attack that's going to effectively kill Russia off here, given all that's sitting around. So if we defend effectively, I think we should be okay. And obviously, Germany can't really reinforce with much now because we're harassing France. So if we can somehow deal with this stack in West Russia, then I think we should be golden. I have a feeling we're going to slowly start pulling away now. And it's going to be probably quite a long game, I think, in total. But I think we should hopefully win it in the end. I feel like it's in our favour now. But yeah, we'll see. It's been, I think, well played for everyone so far. Axis and Allies, it's been a good one. But there we go. That's round 8 for me. I'll check back in for the rest of the goes and round 9 next time. Cheers.